What's going on, Royal Ones? Today I'm in Harlem or the Bronx. I'm not sure what this is, 138th Street. I am here at City College getting ready to go to a health/spiritual conference. I was invited by Anna, the young lady who gives me biofield energetic healing. She said this would be dope. She said you would like it, so I figured if I would like it, maybe y'all like it, so let's go check it out together.
Quantum physics and even Tantra, because Tantrics were some of the first physicists. We talk about string theory. Sometimes, especially with people you're connected to, family, friends, you'll see things, going on in their lives. And so these things have names in physics. We talk about the matrix, the Akashic record, the matrix in science. So these aren't things to be afraid of. We just kind of have to keep on the leading edge of what science is now. Science is still catching up.
We are all energy, right? So energy creates matter. So a lot of times we try to get healings or get different stuff happen to us, and why try to alter the physical reality when you can go to the source of energy? When I laid down, I felt the Taurus energy actually flowing, which creates your matter. So her technique taps into that meridian point of your Taurus energy, just like the earth has, and she aligns you to that flow effortlessly. So don't even have to try to know what the problem is, what it is. She will just guide you through. And the reason it flows through her is because you have a beautiful heart and you just allow things to happen. Thank you very much. It was a beautiful experience.
This is a demonstration of biofield tuning. I had the pleasure of meeting Anna Baldino a little over a year ago, where I had my very first biofield tuning.
And in 2008, the American Association of Physicists accepted this view, some people are calling it the electric universe, as a valid course of study. So under the umbrella of this, there's the biofield around the body. Some people are calling it biofield, some people are calling it bioplasma, because there's a premise that within this field, those stuck emotions, not the emotions that we feel day to day or that flow through us. I mean, I might have a traumatic event, but it flowed through me, and I'm done with it. Those emotions that didn't flow through us, which is usually something big, something that traumatized us, or something persistent. So we had something persistent in childhood that went on for years. It doesn't even have to be a serious abuse, but there's just so much of it over the years that we didn't process it.
And then you would push it out. So when you were in your mother's womb, you didn't have a lot of issues, and the body has memory. So when people say take a deep breath, it's not like that. It's really, the only thing that's moving is the stomach area. And what we do is that using, again, sound, vibration, and touch, but the sound comes from our making it. And we always start with the stomach area. And we'll just do the front part of it.
Identifying those two voices. We have in our head two voices. We don't have, there's a lot of psychologists that have said there's more than one, but actually two. So there's a loud voice that you've been taught since you were a child. This voice is like your bodyguard. All this voice wants is to keep you safe, so that you stay put. You don't do anything. You stay and you do whatever everybody else wants you to do. This voice is very loud, and that's all we hear. It's all the negative thoughts, but again, it's not against us. It's just to protect us. And then there's a tiny voice, and this tiny voice is something that we haven't taught. Very few people actually hear that voice.
Get like your hair stand on end, because there's like an electricity, there's something right in the air. Well, that's the negative ions that you're feeling. So that's why people buy those Himalayan salt lamps, because positive ions, that sounds ridiculous, right? You would think positive would be good and negative would be good. In this case, no, it's the reverse. Positive ions, no good. Negative ions, good. The mat gives off negative ions. It also has infrared heat, infrared technology in it. So you have the pulsed electromagnetic frequencies, the negative ions, the infrared heat, and then on top of that, all those wonderful, lovely crystals.
So, Soul Contracts is about revealing your spiritual DNA. And so what is that all about? So your spiritual DNA is what you come into this world with. The system is based on Hebrew mysticism and has Kabbalistic roots. And it has to do with the name that you were given at birth. So your name has sound, right? So we've been talking about frequency, we've been talking about vibration, we were looking at tuning forks. When we say a sound, there is a vibration that goes along with that. That vibration creates a signature. Your name is your energetic signature, how it sounds. So the sounds of your name, the letters of your name are translated into the Hebrew alphabet. And then from there, it is translated into a numerical value. Where those numbers fall in your chart determines what the energies are that are working with you. And what I really appreciate about this work is it tells you both from a physical and a spiritual perspective what your challenges, talents, and goals are, as well as what your soul's destiny is. Like, why did you even come here in the first place? So let's back up just 2 seconds. So it's predicated on the soul choosing at another level to come here and incarnate intentionally. So from a soul level, we're saying, I want to come down into the earth, incarnate, and have a particular experience to learn how to forgive, to learn how to love, to learn how to come into my power. To have this experience from a soul's evolutionary perspective, which is very different from the perspective that we have in our physical being. You know, as physical beings, this is very real, right? What we can touch, what we can see, what we can feel becomes very real to us. And that's all part of the plan. But our soul is choosing this from a spiritual plane. Why would anyone, because no one in their right mind from the physical is going to say, you know what, I'm going to sign up for some strife and challenge, and I want some abuse. And can you throw some, whatever in there? Like, nobody's going to do that from a physical perspective. But your soul is choosing this from a greater level of knowing and understanding about who and what it wants to be and achieve. So, Dr. Randy, what you got?
I have my book, Ladynomics, A Woman's Prescription for Wealth and Financial Well-Being. #1 Amazon bestseller back in January.
Okay, the winner, congratulations. The winner of Dr. Randy B. Nelson's book is 774105.
I didn't get a chance to film myself too much in the spot at all, actually, but I did enjoy it. All right, Roy ones, I'm out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the moment as much as I did. Surrounded by great people, great food, great advice, great knowledge, great sharing of personal experiences. Y'all know I love that stuff, especially when people talking about raising their voltage, raising their vibration, and the experiences they have in doing that and how they overcame their challenges. I love that stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to capture more content like this for y'all in the future, because I do a lot of it. I'm trying to capture as much as I can, but honestly, I capture about 2% of it. But that 2% is so powerful, so powerful. Either way, I'm out. Peace.